Night Terrors issue 1 finds Deadman explaining to someone that he was a trapeze artist, but wasn't one for the applause or cheers, but for the terrified gasps of the crowd when he would leap to catch himself at the last minute. He says that he would always do this, but the audience had to trust it. Boston emerges from the darkness in an empty circus tent, telling an unseen individual that he doesn't know why he was surprised an assassin killed him since he had it coming. But the thing is, he never heard the gasps, since the crowd thought it was all just part of the show, and when he actually died and hit the floor, the crowd went wild. He finds that that was his greatest performance ever, and now he's stuck back there, never able to move on from it. He tries to cheer himself up a bit, knowing that at least now he can be a superhero and the show must go on. Out in reality, Insomnia chokes the dead man possessed Batman, asking Boston to join him and he'll give him whatever he dreams of. Boston tells the villain that he thought that they were similar, but then realized that he's not some ghost and he invaded Batman, Superman and Wonder Woman's dreams. Insomnia reveals that John Dee was so scared of the Nightmare Stone that he hid it, but he doesn't know if it's hidden in the waking world or within the nightmares of the heroes. Deadman frees himself and Batman, demanding to know how the villain is in the waking world, and Insomnia, unleashing his power on the room to bring the walls to life, calls himself the God of Nightmares, hence why he is there. Insomnia brings to life creatures he calls the Doctors of Arkham, telling the heroes that they are there to help them as he sets them loose. Deadman knows that he can't hurt the beings since they are still people underneath. Behind him, he sees a door that gives him a haunting feeling, just like the one he got in the Hall of Justice. Without thinking, he leaves Batman's body and dives into Insomnia's, gaining information about how the Nightmare Stone was created a long time ago by Dr. Destiny, who used Sandman's life in a ritual to warp the Dream Stone into the Nightmare Stone before hiding it away. Deadman finds Insomnia has been searching Nightmares for any clues about the whereabouts of the stone, and he began in Arkham Tower. Deadman is taken to the empty halls of the tower, discovering that he's back during the Lazarus Reigns event. Boston finds that Insomnia's powers don't come from nightmares, but the Lazarus Rain, which he was covered by when the tower was broken into during the storms. The infected rain gave him the ability to spy on other people's minds when they slept, and the first one he invaded was Dr. Destiny, learning about the stone. After that, Insomnia began spying on the heroes, who are actually nightmares in his dreams, making Boston curious as to why Insomnia is burying his joy-filled memories. Deadman begins to feel joy from the memory as he tries to touch it, as Insomnia pulls him out of his mind. Deadman wants to know why he's hiding his happy memories, returning to Batman's body as the villain demands to know who Deadman thinks he is, trying to invade the mind of a god. Deadman reminds him that he's just some dude, knowing John Dee didn't tell him where the Nightmare Stone is, so he killed him, and now Deadman knows how it was created. The hero escapes out the window, apologizing to Batman since this is going to hurt. Insomnia warns that they are too high up and Batman will die from the fall, but Deadman leaps out all the same, free falling before using the various vines of viscous around the city to trapeze himself down to safety. Deadman is impressed with how fit Batman is as he spots the Batmobile nearby. Getting in the car, Boston convinces himself that this is the best for both he and Batman, since the sleepless nights are after Batman and are trying to kill him. Speeding off to continue the investigation, Boston begins to think about what type of dream Insomnia could offer him, something that he hadn't thought about for a very long while. He figures he needs to get someone with experience in dreams, as Insomnia tells his creatures to let Deadman go. Finding the Nightmare Realm calls him home. He conjures up his sleepless nights, ordering them to just follow Deadman and kill anyone who was still awake. Deadman meanwhile realizes the event wasn't limited to just Arkham Tower, but nearly the entirety of the world has been knocked out by Insomnia's nightmare wave. Luckily, there were a few heroes still awake to help stop Insomnia in their own ways, like he is. Deadman returns to Gotham Cemetery, having procured some Lazarus resin from Batman's personal stores. He tells an unseen person that while this feels morbid, he needs help and answers. Using the resin, Deadman brings Wesley Dodds back to life, reminding him of what he said before about when he was up on the trapeze and he had to make people believe he might die. He apologizes to Dodds, telling the man that he's a big fan but the world is in danger and a lunatic is after the Nightmare Stone, and now it is up to the two of them to find the truth and to stop him, and once that's all done, he'll return Wesley to his grave. Wesley, donning his Sandman costume, tells the hero to say no more since he's always loved a good mystery.